Hi, so this is going to be a preview of the South African team at the World Cup. If you're new to this channel, please hit the notification button, subscribe, and leave a comment because your feedback is important. Maybe I could learn a thing or two from you in terms of what you expect, or even on the subject matter of the specific video that you're watching. But this is going to be about South Africa, who are led by Hugo Bruce, who's been in charge of the team for 5 years. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's pretty remarkable. I mean, the longevity that he's enjoyed is very uncommon in this part of the world. But yeah, he's been in charge of the South African team for the last 5 years, taking them to about 4 AFCONs. So in his very first tournament, so I think he came in after they failed to qualify for AFCON 2021. Then in his very first tournament, he secured qualification, made the third place finish at AFCON 2023. Then, but before that, South Africa had finished at the AFCON 2019. They had made the quarters. Then 2021, they didn't qualify. 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire, he took them to the semis, I beg your pardon. And then at the last AFCON, round of 16 exits. This World Cup is going to be the end of the road for Hugo Bruce. He said it, that at the end of this World Cup, he's not going to coach again at South Africa or with South Africa. Usually coaches say this and say that they are going into retirement, but you never know where the next offer that is too good to turn down is going to come from. But I digress. This is going to be his last campaign with South Africa, which leaves us thinking that we may be able to get the players with something to play for. This being the end of the road might be the tonic, that motivation that pushes Ronwen Williams, Mudau, Teboho Mokoena, Mofokeng, and all of these players to go the extra mile and then see if they can get something more than they regularly will do. And I think in the context of South Africa, success perhaps will be making it out of the group. Anything beyond that is something they will celebrate. It's a tough group that they find themselves in, but they are a team that has a very clear spine. So you've got Ronwen Williams, the goalkeeper, brilliant shot stopper, excellent at saving penalty kicks. Then you've got Mudau at the heart of defense. In midfield is where the star man and the playmaker of the team plays, Teboho Mokoena. Look, as far as technicians are concerned, he's as good as any midfielder you can think of on the continent. Very excellent passer. He can pick a pass in between the lines, can retain possession under pressure, and has got a rocket in that foot and can unleash a thunderbolt from anywhere on that pitch. So he's one of those players, when he's around, you don't leave too much space, especially once he's approaching zone 13 or zone 14 and the half spaces. That's his Teboho Mokoena's zone, and he can fire one into the top bins at any point in the game. So he's a complete midfielder, if you like. I say that because out of possession, he's also an asset, likes to work his socks off, and has a clean tackle to his game, which a lot of attacking midfielders don't do it because they arrive at the scene of danger late, and so they are making late tackles and they are conceding free kicks in dangerous areas or committing fouls. Teboho Mokoena is your central midfielder who can win possession where necessary, can put in a shift for the team. And in a tournament like this, having a player who can score a goal out of nothing is something that you really cannot discount. Pardon me if I'm talking too much about Teboho Mokoena, but I'm a big fan of him because of all of the things that I have said. Then you've got Foster Lau, spent time at Burnley. A lot of people don't fancy him because he's, and typical of Africans, we prefer the Asamoah Gyan kind of striker who can, Emmanuel Adebayo, the Samuel Eto'o kind, who can take the ball, take on defenders, dribble, can bring teammates into play. He does a bit of the latter. He's not exactly flashy, but he can bring teammates into play. His hold-up play is fairly good for a player of his caliber. And for South Africa, basically, let's just say that he delivers what the needs of this team are. He has the skill set to complement his teammates. My struggle with South Africa is the fact that they don't have a lot of goals in them. They enjoy a lot of possession. They will knock the ball around a lot. And I suspect against Mexico tonight, they will see a lot of the ball. But that cutting edge and being able to kill off games is something that has always held South Africa back. If they can find that, I think that they should be able to fancy their chances, especially in that game against Czech Republic. And who knows where they can go if they are able to get points in that game. Because as I've said repeatedly, the magic number for this World Cup is 3 points. If you get 3 points, you have over 86% chance of qualifying out of your group. Especially if you get 3 points with a positive goal difference. You will, at the very least, qualify as one of the best third place teams in the tournament and make it to the next round. So we'll all be watching. Of course, the Ghanaian in me will be here to watching South Africa. But yeah, we wish them all the best and we'll see what they will do at this tournament. Before we go though, leave me a comment, review this video for me, leave a comment in the comment section, but hit that notification button and subscribe.